Hey, what's up, Saints? It's Deli here. I am here today. Um, I don't have much time right now. My son and my sons and husband ran to the park really quick. So this is gonna be a quick video, but I did just want to um, shed some light on some things the Lord has been dealing with me about, and He's actually been pushing me to share these things with you guys. Um, so with that being said, not trying to offend anybody. If anybody has some of these assets I'm talking about, this is not financial advice, especially not for me. This is literally just a word that's been burning in my spirit for literally like the last 2 weeks. Um, Please don't mind my face. It's breaking out. This new baby has my face breaking out. But we're going to get it cleared up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, here we go. The topic I want to discuss really quick is the topic of itching ears in crypto. And when I say itching ears, I'm referring to 2 Timothy, 2 Timothy 4 and 3. And I'm really talking to Christians because I've seen so much stuff lately that has made me scratch my head and it's like it's so obvious that itching ears are taking over logic and sound doctrine, and potential introductions into a new ecosystem, into a new paradigm that the Lord is trying to introduce to some people, probably you, but we're getting caught up in the, not the specifics, but the technicals. Okay, so check it out. So, and what I'm talking about is all based in scripture. So I'm about to read this to you. 2 Timothy 4 and 3. I'm going to read the King James Version first for the saints, right? And then for everybody else who, just kind of knows how much the King James Version wants to rumble and confuse us, I'm going to read the Message Version so that it can be clear and concise and y'all can understand where I'm coming from. Alright, so King James Version of 2 Timothy 4 and 3 says, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, okay, but having itching ears, they shall heap to themselves teachers in accordance with their own lusts." Okay? That's very important, that last part. Okay? They shall heap to themselves teachers in accordance with their own lusts. Okay? And this lust I'm calling out right now is greed. So I'm going to read this in the Message Version really quick. Here we go. This is 2 Timothy 4 and 3 in the Message Version. It says, "You're going to find that there will be times when people will have no stomach for solid teaching, but will fill up on spiritual junk food, catchy opinions that tickle their fancy. They'll turn their backs on truth and chase mirages." I'm going to come back to that mirage tidbit. Then it says, "But you keep your eye on what you are doing." Okay? Keep your eye on what you're doing. Accept the hard times along with the good. Keep the message alive. Do a thorough job as God's servant. So here is my point. Okay? Seen so, I don't want to exaggerate because I don't want y'all to think that I'm coming from a place of pride or a place of like I know everything. I don't. I don't know everything. But what I do know is on a firm foundation. It's based on truth. It's based on fact. Anything that I bring to you, I can find documentation for it that would attest to its validity. Okay, so I'm not just making this up. I didn't just have a dream and just here we go. I've been seeing a crap ton of Sheba prophetic videos. Okay, the itching ears comes from the wealth transfer, right? We know the wealth transfer is currently going on right now. It's a process. It's to be honest with you, it's been a 10-year process, but we're coming to that culmination, to that we're knocking on that the peak of the fullness of time. Okay, and please stay with me because I might be pausing this stuff. It's because I'm still downloading the verbiage he wants me to speak to you with, and in the tone, because once again, I don't come from this place of pride or arrogance. I just want us to be educated. Okay, his people perish for lack of knowledge. All right, it's not because we bought the wrong thing, or it's not because we don't have faith, or it's not because the devil stole it or something. It's because we don't know. And why don't we know? It's because we have itching ears. We rather listen to somebody else had a dream about something versus doing our due diligence and seeking after truth and gaining knowledge and using that knowledge to make sound decisions for our family, our churches, our legacy. Okay, so like I said, I've been seeing a whole bunch of wealth transfer and Sheba videos, and a little bit of background on me. Crypto-Deli, I've been in cryptocurrency since 2017. I've been all around this space. Like, I've been up, down. I've seen scams. I've seen scandals. We've made decent amount of money. I'm not gonna, what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be talking too much about our personal finances, but we've made a decent amount of money in cryptocurrency to know and understand that everything that glitters in this space is not gold. And I specifically use the word gold, okay, because when the itching ears conversation when it first came into my spirit, I was, like I said, I was getting frustrated because the Lord was placing all of these Sheba videos in my algorithm, and I'm not a holder of Sheba. I don't hold any Ethereum based tokens or coins off of principle, okay, off of my spiritual discernment and research I've done over the years to determine that Ethereum is not a good investment for me and my family, okay? Because in cryptocurrency, what people need to realize is that it's not about the price. That's the biggest thing I want y'all to take away from this thing. In cryptocurrency, it's not about the price. It's about the tech. The price everything's going to go up in the future, okay? Because this is a new asset class. So they're going to raise the value of all of these assets to balance out the reset that's coming from the old system, okay? So with this new quantum system, monetary system that's coming, QFS, all right, there needs to be an understanding in what is actually taking over, okay? This QFS, it's going to be backed by gold, all right? There's no such thing as fractional banking in the QFS, okay? each individual will have their own money. They'll have control of their own money. And like I said, it'll be sound money. Excuse me, I'm using old terms. I'm using money like that's real. Money is not real. Okay, these are currencies. Okay. So gold-backed currencies, commodity-backed currencies will be running this new system. I mean, because we know God, silver and gold, that's God's money. Period. Always has been. So anything linked to that or backed by that, I'm betting God's hand is on that. All right. Now, the only thing that I would tell, if you've had itching ears, because I'm gonna keep this short. I might do a part 2 and really explain the spectrum of what I understand of what he's been communicating to me. And once again, that's probably gonna take like a whiteboard or something. I'm gonna have to do something to fully communicate it. But this is just my general thoughts. What's coming has no ties to what's been before. This is brand new. This is heavenly technology we're talking about. And if you don't know what technology I'm talking about, I'm not just talking about blockchain. Okay? I'm talking about DLT. Okay? You don't know what that is? After this video, go click and find a video that explains DLT to you down to the core, and you will understand that this is a direct communication from the Lord in the spirit realm for how we as Christians, how us as believers can not only communicate in the spirit, but we should be able to pray and execute spiritual smart contracts in the spirit on demand. Quick, we'll get to that. I'll get to that in another video. But the reason that me personally, I don't feel led, or am I I'll just leave it at led to invest in Shiba, is because number one, it's a token. All right, now I could go into a coins versus token rant, and once again I might do that in another video. But me personally, at this point, I don't want any tokens that aren't built on ISO 222 compliant cryptocurrencies, compliant networks. I don't want anything built on top of something that isn't already solid, that isn't already a part of this new quantum system that's coming. Okay? And Shiba is built on Ethereum. There's so much I could say about Ethereum, but I'm not going to. All I'm going to say about Ethereum, I'm not even going to talk about the just blatant criminality of how that team has executed just general practices, but I'm going to highlight the fact that it's not scalable. And for me, that's a very big problem. It's a very big problem because, once again, I said, in this space, the technology is what matters. Okay. Also, with Ethereum is not the supply isn't set, so it's inflationary. So there will always be. Well, I'm not sure about post-merge. To be honest with you, post-merge, I'm not sure about that inflationary comment, but that's not my biggest one. The scalability is my issue. If we think about God, right, and we think, let's take Jesus. Let's take Jesus. Hallelujah. If we take Jesus, okay, in his teachings, okay, one of the biggest things he told his disciples to do was go be fishers of men, right? And he himself was a fisher of men, right? He had 12 disciples. He taught them. He broke bread with them. He interacted with them, each personally, right? He was each one of their saviors, each one of their homies. You know what I'm saying? The same thing he did with people is the same thing he wants us to do with people, right? He wants us to do that same thing, interact, and show our lights. What he was breaking down to me is that whole concept is scalability. Think about that. If those 12 people weren't taught how to be fishers of men, would his message have gotten out to the world, to the entire world? I don't know. It was based on how effective those 12 were able to scale what he taught them. It's going over people's heads. So look, scalability is God's thing. I'm sorry. I mean, if y'all don't understand that, I think that you might not understand. Either you don't understand like the general concept of who God is and how He operates in this realm, but you might not understand what scalability is. And what the long story short, right? Your mom and dad made you, okay? If you have any brothers or sisters, they are also nodes of either parent of yours, right? That proves that that parent is able to scale. They are able to reproduce themselves in a different light, in a different form, okay? And this is just me just being very minimal about this whole scaling thing. But long story short, even if you do more research on Ethereum and more research on Shiba, you'll find out that Shiba started as a joke. And once again, I'm not coming at people who have saw these videos, had these dreams, and have been inspired and have been moved and motivated to buy these things, because he's gonna honor that. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna honor the fact that you felt a connection to something that he was talking to you about and you moved on it. But let me pose this question to you. Do you think he was telling you to specifically buy it? Or was he leading you into a conversation about the ecosystem? And not the Shiba ecosystem, but the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Because that's how he got me in. He started talking to me about Bitcoin, and my husband and I were like, oh yeah, Bitcoin is it. That's, it's gonna, because we were watching the writing on the wall. We saw how the world economy, back in 2017, we saw how the world economy was heading towards just imminent doom, okay? And we knew that a change was going to have to happen. We weren't exactly sure of how it was going to happen, but like I said, when we saw Bitcoin, we was like, oh man, this is it. And then after further research, we find and figure out, oh, Bitcoin is so far from it, right? But it's the concept. It's the concept of Bitcoin that got us excited. Peer-to-peer transactions. Nobody else is in our business. I can send money directly to you and you could possibly get it within the next 2-3 hours, and it's nobody's business. No government tracking you, no government in your money, in your pockets and stuff like that. So these concepts was really what he was introducing us to. It wasn't to buy and hold Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? So once we did more research, we came across XRP, okay? We came across XLM. We came across XDC. We came across IOTA, okay? We came across Algorand, the Chosen 5 of the ISO 222 compliant financial messaging system. All right, if you have no clue about that, once again, go do your research. I hear some crying, so my voice is back. But what I will say is, I'm gonna end this video, but what I will say is, be vigilant and test every spirit. Test every spirit, because a lot of these videos I'm seeing. Let me go back. I'm gonna just read the Message version again. I'm gonna just read the Message version again, because these itching ears and this spiritual junk food is, I'm not gonna say it's getting out of control, because it's bringing his believers into this ecosystem. Now, what we need to do is be vigilant, gain knowledge, use that knowledge to push us towards kingdom investments. All right, so like I said, Message version, 2 Timothy 4:3. You're going to find that there will be times when people will have no stomach for solid teaching. I even saw a video where, I'm gonna leave that alone, but some people even say, like, I don't even like really need to know too much about cryptocurrency. I just had this dream. I'm gonna buy it, and that's just what it is, right? But I'm doing a video. But so yeah, this here we go. You're gonna find that there will be times when people will have no stomach for solid teaching, but will fill up on spiritual junk food. Okay? Catchy opinions that will tickle their fancy. They'll turn their backs on truth. Okay? They turn their backs on the fact that Ethereum's probably, it's not even really good to build on from a developer standpoint, let alone invest money in, but whatever. They'll turn their backs on truth and chase mirages, because Ethereum is the second biggest cryptocurrency token, so a coin. So of course it's probably good, right? But it's mirage. Ooh. But you right here, that has their ears open to what the Lord is saying, that is ready to get in tune with this transfer that he's been speaking about since before me or you got here. All right, it says, but you keep your eye on what you're doing. Keep your eye on what you're, my kid's about to hop out the window. Keep your eye on what you're doing. Accept the hard times along with the good. XRP has been so undervalued and so price suppressed for years that it's almost obviously something behind the scenes, something spiritual behind the scenes pushing back on this coin and this system so hard. Bub, stop. Let me finish the scripture so I can get this. Accept the hard times along with the good. Keep the message alive. Okay? So everybody out here that's preaching ISO 222, that's preaching regulatory compliant coins, that's preaching and speaking about networks and systems that are proven to scale and are designed to do that, you keep up the fight, because keep the message alive. You're doing good. It says, do a thorough job as God's servant. So that's just a little bit of what's been on my heart, y'all. And once again, like I said, this is not financial advice. If you hold Shiba, like I said, he's gonna move it just for you. So I mean, if you want to hold it, hey, I don't hold any, but what I will say is do your own research, and when you do come across what would be the Holy Grail, hold on to it. It's gonna pay off. God's gonna reward you greatly. So yeah, like, share, comment. Let me know how you feel about this. Let me know if this, you know, aligns with if he's speaking to anybody else along these lines about these topics and issues. And yeah, that's about all I got. Well, I will be back in another video soon. Holla.